Morning, YouTube fam. This is the Tattoo Toy Hunter coming to you on a beautiful, beautiful, overcasted, ugly, nasty Wednesday morning. But happy to be out of work. I go to work tomorrow, and I'm off for a few hours here until the afternoon when the kiddos get out and the wife gets out. So thinking about running around and hitting up my local stores, just having a look-see. Lately, I've been collecting a lot of those. Was it Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom figs, and I'm looking for some of the Power Rangers for friends. So I'm just gonna get out and look around and get a feel for if anything new has come out and been put on shelves. I've been real busy lately, so I haven't been out as much as I would like. But first stop is gonna be Walgreens. I'm gonna go ahead and run in and take a quick look. Still hoping that they stock their shelves in one day. Change from last year. Anyway, see you inside, guys.
All right, so we're gonna get down at my local Walgreens. Looks like no one's here. I love it when it's empty. As you can see, the cloud cover and all. All right, we're inside. Here we are in the toy section, and it looks like it did last year this time. A couple of Rangers. I'm actually looking for the metallic yellow Ranger for my buddy Christopher, good friend and future YouTuber. So looks like there's nothing here but peg warmers and the same basic WWE figures, same Transformers, same Pops, which is just about nothing now, and nothing new. So all right, we're gonna be at my local GameStop, and let's go inside and just take a look and see if we have any new merch. All right, so we got pizza with a vintage carded Spidey. Haven't seen him in a while now. It's nice to see him still. WWE figures, the retro versions. Right, looks like we got a clearance. Is the same. Pops. Let's see what we have here. Oh my goodness. I love these grease pops. I told myself I was pretty much done with Pops, but look at that. You got Danny, Zuko, and you got Sandy. These are the carnival version when they were in their regular class attire. And Sandy has the innocent look. And then she's got the black leather clothing look. Those are amazing. I'm thinking about pulling the trigger on those actually, just because they're retro. It's pretty good looking pops all in all. They still have some Incredibles, which are really nice. I can dig those actually. Love that show. Bendies are great. They kind of have that vintagey look. There's Sammy. I'm sure Walmart Rambler's gonna have to get these for her son because he likes the Bendies. All right, yeah, let's see here what else we have. That's about it for Pops. I'm still looking for World of Nintendo. I'd love to find Donkey Kong. All right, I need to pick up something for my buddy David also. I need to find Rick Sanchez for him. I did see the Rick Sanchez on clearance at one of these GameStops, so I'm gonna have to dig him up. So looks like that's gonna be about it, guys. On to the next store. All right, here we go. We're at my local Walmart. I'm gonna get down looking for anything on clearance that I like. Also looking at Star Wars. And first thing I walk in to find is gonna be these Lost World or Jurassic World figs and dinosaurs. I would like to collect all the bigger dinosaurs. And this, I haven't seen this Indoraptor. This is the main villainous dinosaur of the new movie coming this year, Indoraptor, and I think he looks amazing. And this one here has a lot of articulation. Look at that, he looks incredible. So I'm gonna find a scanner, scan him and see how much he is. I don't know if he's out of place here. There's really no price that's showing how much he is, so we'll get him scanned. Let's go ahead and check out the Star Wars section. I definitely want to get the Lando and the young Solo. And I also like Han Solo's speeder. I haven't not seen that in stores yet. I would love to get a hold of it though, because it kind of looks like a vintagey car. Like I can imagine it being a Corvette or something, but in that style, kind of. Thinking about these Avengers still, these lesser articulated figures. I still like them, although probably many don't. Black Widow cycle still. They got a lot of pops here. They got a lot of the Avenger Infinity War pops, and I'm not collecting, I'm passing on these. I prefer to get the figures, the actual action figures. What else do we have? Looks about like that's about it. I'm still looking for Beastman with the construction. Okay, we're gonna scan this, and it's 1987 for the Indoraptor. I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and pull the trigger on him because I think he looks amazing. Definitely want to collect this size figures, and I would like to get a couple Jeeps. I'd like to get a vintage Jeep too if possible. And I saw they had the Legacy action figures, Alan Grant and the other paleontologist and the female. I want to get both of them. And anyway, I think that's going to be about it from this Walmart. I also went through the clearance aisle and found these, so definitely going to take these on clearance. Let's scan this droid and Vader just to make sure that it is $7 because it has a $9 sticker and a $7 sticker. And it's the only one I saw. The other two, I'm going to go ahead and take C-3PO and Poe in pilot suit because they're only $4 each and I like them. So we're going to scan this. Here we go. And yes, it is $7, so I'll definitely take droid and Vader. Probe droid, yeah. I remember him in the movies, and he was very cool. Okay, guys, so this is going to be my haul for today. We ended up picking up these two Star Wars 3 3/4 figures. Poe and pilot outfit. I love that he comes with a helmet that's removable. And C-3PO is always a favorite, of course. So very happy to land these. Also got Droid and Vader, and I got Indoraptor. So all in all, it was a decent little pickup. And so definitely happy to have them. Here is the droid. I think he looks great. He's on a clear stand, so you can have him hovering like he's supposed to. And never can go wrong with picking up another Vader for whatever reason. This one's actually a decent Vader, though, because it looks like he has abdominal swivel at the waist, which is cool. Because all my old Vaders are all the 5-point articulation, and that's it. This one has... his head, I think, is on a ball, and he has abdominal twists, so that's great. As you can see here, this Raptor, as in the pose he's in, he stands up at 10 inches tall, but you can pose him on all fours, which drops him below around 6. So anyway, let's go ahead and start opening these up so we can take a quick look at these figures, because I will have them all open and displayed. C-3PO, he's very simple looking, but they put a lot of paint and detail into his abdominal area where you can see his internal circuitry and wiring, and I really like that look for him. The old vintage ones did not have this, so I like this little detail to him. He doesn't come with any accessories, unfortunately, but as far as figure goes, he looks great. He only has the 5-point for this figure, but I guess they're all a little different. Again, I like the abdominal area with the wire showing. He doesn't move very much, but he stands really well, so that's a good point for me. So there is C-3PO. Very simple little 3 3/4 fig, but he looks great. Poe, I like actually even more because this pilot outfit has got a lot of sculpted detail. I think it's very nice. For what they do for the 3 3/4 is pretty impressive. More other toy lines don't get this detailed into the 3 3/4 inch, so very happy to land him. Head sculpt is decent. It's not as great as the 6-inch figs, but decent. This helmet has a lot of paint and sculpt on it. I think looks great, and even has the eye visor where it's got that clear amber colored visor. Looks really nice. As you can see, it's got the little mic sculpted onto the front. Excellent. Now, as far as other accessories, it comes with a little handgun. It's just solid piece of plastic, but it has a little bit of detail to it, which I really like. You can see he has his breathing apparatus and the hose on the front. The hose is soft plastic. You can move it. It does not interfere with posing or articulating. I think his head's on a ball, so you've got a little bit of play on the head, which is nice. It's more than the old ones used to have, the vintage. And then other than that, he's just got the arms and legs on a swivel where they just go back and forth. no ball hinges, joints, or anything. So easy to pose with this little gun. The gun's not great looking, but it's very tiny. So for what it is, they did pretty good sculpting a very small piece of plastic. Oh, actually, look at this. He has another articulation. The hands just above where the glove is, the end of the glove actually swivels. So we're not used to getting that on vintage also. So they kind of stepped up their game on these little action figures. Star Wars used to never do that for these small figures. Very nice. Good job, Hasbro. I think he looks great with the helmet on. This is the way I will be displaying him. Just well done for what he is. I really appreciate the work they put into him. Look at that. He looks great. He's got the Jedi logo for the Rebellion. Looks really nice. So now we have a Droid Invader, which when I picked up, was it Ranthor? The other figure with Bala. I might be getting the names wrong. This one was also, but I didn't want to pay it at the time at the price. So now that it dropped to 7, I'm definitely going to jump on it. So we got Probe Droid, and we got Vader. And one thing also I like about these little 2-packs with a larger character and a smaller character is there's no putting anything together. It's already put together. It's mostly simulated for you. So here's this clear stand. As you see, it disappears with the lighting, which I love. I want to display something that you can't see. If he's supposed to hover, I want it to look hovering. And this looks great. So he's already fully put together. I don't need to put any arms together. His name was Ranthor, I think. He was a pain to put all the extremities on, if you can recall. I struggled. Most people usually do it off camera and then just show them complete. I made the mistake of trying to do it on camera and I looked retarded. Anyway, this Probe Droid looks great. So I think he actually has a bullet he may fire through the center of his body, but I may have tossed it somewhere. I'll have to find it. Anyway, the detail on him is awesome. He articulates through the top head swivels, and then he's got the 5 extremities that move. Vader looks very good. This is one of the nicer 3 3/4 inch Vaders that I have. I did not get the 3 3/4 inch Black Series, but I have a lot of older ones from 70s, 80s, 90s. And this one's got the outer cape is soft plastic, and it comes off. It's very nice. The inner cape, he has an inner cape that's attached from the waist down. That one's also soft, so it does not hinder any type of moving, posability, articulation, which is nice also. Other than that, arms and legs are standard swivel, just back and forth. But he does have waist swivel, which is nice. The head just kind of turns left and right. There's not a lot of movement because of the big helmet that he wears. But here he is with his outer cape on, and I think it looks amazing. One thing I'm also impressed with is his lightsaber. They put several paints on the hilt, which makes it look really good. You can see we got black, gray, and white on it, and there's a lot of sculpt detail into it also. Let me get it zoomed in here. Yes, so you can see the handle has a couple of paints on it and some detail to it, and I think that's amazing that they did that to a small little piece of plastic. Just that little touch really makes a big difference. Let me get this. So here he is with his lightsaber. He stands really well. You just got to get his legs lined up just right, and you can also use the cape to help. So he don't need a stand, basically. Zoom in on him so you can see. There we go. That's him with his Probe Droid, also Poe and C-3PO. For some reason, C-3PO, I don't recall him being that short compared to Poe. He's more like 3.5 inch because Poe is 3 3/4, and then you can see Vader standing up at 4. They look really good though. Okay, so on to the Felice de Resistance. And that's going to be this big old Mamma Jamma Indoraptor. I can't wait to see him in the movie. This figure is incredible. He's really big, but you can prop him on all 4s, and it looks really natural since he is an animal that can go bipedal and he can go on all 4 extremities to run. Indoraptor was genetically made I really like the upper extremities because he can use them almost as hands, like human arms. So I can't wait to see what he can do in the movies, because the rest of them weren't this well built, I guess, articulated. But this figure here has a lot of articulation points to his body, so I think that's actually quite incredible. Go ahead and cut all the little restraints and get him open really quick. They have straps everywhere. Okay, so we got him out. I had a little bit of difficulty, so I went off camera for a second. But look at him. Look at the detail. I mean, there's so much sculpted detail. You don't see any just smooth plastic surfaces on him. Every square inch of his body has some type of sculpted in detail, whether it be just like a kind of reptilian scale or just the skin texture. He's incredible. Here you go. See, I have him posed on all fours, and look at all the paint they have on him. He looks amazing. I'm really happy with the way he looks. His tail at the hilt closest to the body actually articulates left and right, and you can swivel the second half at the lower end of the tail to point however you want. The arms are on a ball hinge, the ball joint, single elbow that also swivels. As you can see, the head, the top of the neck, and at the bottom of the neck, it's on a ball. So he has a lot of articulation on the head, using both points of the neck to move it. His jaw actually also opens up really wide and closes, and it displays all the work they did on the inside of the mouth. I mean, they didn't leave anything out. They gave him a lot of love. So as you can see, his extremities, his arms, they also swivel and hinge, so you can move them all the way around. Single knee, he's got that two different points of articulation in the leg. The upper knee and the bottom part also articulates inward, so that you can get him squatted really low or standing really tall. At the upper hip area towards the body, he swivels, and he also has he pulls out like a different type of articulation moves also, which looks really good. Looks real natural on him. So all in all, I'm super impressed with Indoraptor. I really, really like the way he looks. Just very impressive. So this is going to be the haul, guys. Indoraptor. I want to go ahead and display him here alongside Blue and Owen Grady, just to show you the difference in height. You could tell he's genetically modified raptor. He's not just full-on raptor. But he looks good with Blue and Owen here next to him. I'm really happy with the way they look together. Also, here's a Stormtrooper I picked up recently, and I wanted to go ahead and show you my most recent purchase of VHS Jurassic Park, just to kind of put it together, movie and figs. This is my haul, guys. I love you all. Never give up that hunt, guys. Pew, pew, pew. Y'all take care. Peace.